Hola familia, my name is Moreno and I am currently running for SHPE's 2022-2023 treasurer position. When I was just 8 years old, I moved out of Venezuela to the United Arab Emirates, and even though I managed to fit in and get a family over there, I never had the experience of being in a Hispanic community where I would, experience what it feels like to be back in my real home. And if you had told me a year ago if I would be standing in this stage giving a speech to you guys, I would have laughed. And that is thanks to SHPE. SHPE has changed my life. After attending my first general meeting in fall 2021, I immediately felt like I was part of the familia, and it encouraged me to not only develop myself academically, but also professionally. I was quick to get involved with SHPE as I became part of the athletic committee, where I got to plan my first event and receive an insight of what goes on behind the scenes, and as well as the opportunity to work and get closer to other members. Fast forward to now, I was elected as the budget director for this semester's mini e-board, where I had the opportunity to learn about organizing budgets as well as fundraising ideas for the annual SHPE banquet. This is what got me out of my comfort zone to be up here running for treasurer. It is with these valuable skills that I feel like will make me an exceptional treasurer. I am a dedicated, hardworking, and passionate person. And with this, I will be an exceptional treasurer, and those are skills that I will be able to be an exceptional treasurer. I am a dedicated, hardworking, and trustworthy person. And as SHPE's treasurer, I will make sure that it will be my goal to encourage students to be sponsored and attend the national convention and RLDC, just like I did, to improve their professional and academic skills, as well as being able to. I look forward to working with the executive board and chairs, seeking solutions and organizing our finances to ensure that our ideas and opinions are not unheard.
So it can be very difficult to keep track of all the finances, especially when you have multiple transactions from all the chairs, from e-board. What plan or what organization system do you plan on using to make sure that you keep good track of everything, especially given the fact that sometimes it's very difficult to get certain things like a tax exempt and things like that, because you need to have a well-organized information?
Since if I were to be elected as an e-board member, I believe we start in the summer, so it would be a good idea to start up, a plan from the summer, start analyzing everything that goes on from the past, how they dealt with all the budgets, and have an idea of what to do and progress to that, and create, maybe Excel sheets beforehand to be aware of everything, and that way I can communicate with everyone, continue forward, and move on forward.
Excellent speech. I'm happy that you pushed yourself and that you're here in this moment right now, running for treasurer for SHPE. As treasurer, you're dealing with all the finances that SHPE has, SHPE-UH. What is your personal biggest goal for yourself in this position to either give back to the members or this chapter?
I plan to, work closely with the VP in order to, get more sponsorships for companies to make more events. I would like to attract more students to be, part of our organization. When I was part of the athletic committee, I managed to create my event, as I mentioned, and we managed to make profit even though we made an entrance of just $3, and it managed to attract a lot of people in, and we made profit. So I want to create, events where we can make it an adequate budget for the students in order for them to come, and we can still make profit out of it, and just, being able to progress from it.
All right, and a quick follow-up question. So with all that profit that comes in, what do you want to use that as you have this profit with SHPE, how do you want to use those funds in order to invest in this chapter?
I would like to use those budgets to hopefully sponsor as many students as I can in order for them to attend the RODC and National Convention, because I know that's very important for them to develop their skills. for the future, for internships, or even if it's full-time jobs.
Yeah, thank you.
So as treasurer, you are our rock. You ground us, right? The rest of the e-board and the chairs, they have excellent plans and they want to execute at each and every event that they plan, right? How would you go about making a decision? You have X amount of money and you have 4 events that you have to decide between, right? How would you rate them? Could you tell me what would be the mechanism for saying no? Are you going to say no just because you don't like one event, or do you actually have you started thinking about how you're going to prioritize your money?
Well, I would first, discuss with all the e-board members on what we could do in order to prioritize those events. And if it's not possible, then we always have the idea of, fundraising events where we could plan and make more money. I know from the past that those fundraising events have gained a lot of money for the organization, and with that, we'll be, better to make more events. And if it doesn't work out, then I guess we can I'll accept the ideas from the members and hopefully encourage them to push it for other semesters when we have more money and have more time to create more fundraising events.
As a follow-up, how many people did we sponsor last year for national conference or convention?
I'm sorry, I'm not aware of that.
That's right.
I do have a follow-up. You keep mentioning fundraisers, and I wish that is something that we could have worked on better this year, especially the treasurer taking more initiative to lead fundraisers event. So as a future, if elected as treasurer, can you tell me whether 3 events that either you want to keep doing that we're doing right now, or an initiative, at least one of them be like an initiative that you want to establish, something that you want to start as a fundraiser event?
Well, I know that in this semester we had the date auction, and that really helped us collect a lot of money. We also have our Ship Tina and Ship King pageant coming up, and I know from the past that helped a lot for the organization to raise money. I would definitely like to keep those 2 as a pillar of the fundraising events. And yeah, I guess to more ideas later on, we could probably plan more.
Then I guess I follow up to that question. So whenever you have an idea of fundraise something, right? But usually, chairs are the executions of the chapters, and you want to come to the chair, respective chair to hey, I think I have a great idea. Do you think that we could do the fundraising event? And they say no. How would you motivate them to have that event with you?
I'm sorry, could you repeat your question?
So whenever you have an event and you come to a chair and you want the chair to do that event with you, but they say no, how will you motivate that chair to hold that event for you? Because the event is going to be important as a fundraiser, right? It's going to help us to raise money.
I would encourage them, like you just said, to explain to them how it would help the organization grow, and just convince them that if we do this event, we're going to be able to, have a lot of money and potentially bring in more members and just grow as an organization.